Okay, this is BattleBlock Theater for Steam. I'm Aweglib. I'm playing the character with the Mario frog head.
And my name is Lungkisser, and I'm using a head that is my own head.
The category that we are playing and submitting is called Any Percent, No Level Skip, New Game Plus, Normal Online. It's a really long category, but every single one of those descriptions is important. Any percent means that our goal is to collect 3 gems and reach the exit in all of the normal levels and the finales. New Game Plus means that we already have all the weapons unlocked. Normal is the difficulty level of the game. Online means that we are playing over Steam, and it's co-op, which means there's 2 of us. So the first few levels are pretty straightforward. The game kind of just teaches you basic mechanics, what the gems are, all that sort of stuff. But the real meat of the run starts probably about 4 or 5 levels in. So the first, you'll just see us doing some basic stuff. There's where the game teaches you how to throw, just using normal platforming skills. In most levels, you'll see myself going out of the way for gems, while Lungkisser focuses more on just getting to the exit as quickly as possible. Levels where we'll split up, or maybe get some different gems here and there.
Yeah, whoever gets to the end, generally the other person can suicide and get there instantly, so it's worth it to try to split up that goal a little bit.
Yeah, the game, there are checkpoints in the game, but in co-op mode, they don't really work as intended. They instead will respawn you at a point where your co-op partner was sitting. So you will see us using that a lot. Like if I'm going out of the way to get a gem, like there, Lungkisser's already pretty far ahead of me, so it's faster for me to just suicide and get to where he was than it is to try and catch up.
Oh, are you Greyaunt's buddy?
Oh, yeah, it could be.
You must be Greyaunt's co-op partner? Because we know him, he's a cool dude. Oh, hey, Tyr. I missed you because you and Dresden have the same color.
I would love to tell you.
Yeah, that's cool,
okay,
dude.
cool.
Welcome to the thing, man.
This is really interesting watching it from your side. I almost always watch the recordings of my side when I'm watching like old runs and stuff.
Yeah. Big deal.
Seeing it from your angle is pretty interesting. Did good work by me there.
Dude, you did it.
Why don't you just go ahead and do everything?
Yeah, dude, I got it.
I'll just continually suicide.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not even worried about it. Alright, first disconnect. Let's do it.
1-5 is where we show off probably the biggest trick in the run for the first time. What happens is, as soon as we enter the level, I decide to exit. Lungkisser gets that little prompt that somebody has left, and then I rejoin the game, and Lungkisser suicides. Instead of sending him to the normal respawn point, it sends him up into the top left corner most of the times. What we believe happens there is because I leave and come back, the game doesn't know exactly where my safe spot is, so it defaults it to that top left corner. Using that disconnect strat in a lot of levels can make some of the really tricky levels trivial, as well as just save time. We'll be using it pretty frequently throughout the run.
Unfortunately, it's not possible in every level, although that might get kind of boring. Depending on the block placement in the upper left-hand corner, I can escape out of one block, which I believe you'll see here in a second. So the run is speckled with it. More or less, like that was an easy one to get out of because there's nothing in the way. But sometimes there's a lot of block placement in the upper left-hand corner. We can't always do it. And for some reason, 99% of the time, it is the upper left-hand corner that I come out of. It very rarely changes from that. Yeah, I'm feeling it. This is the run, man. Do you believe?
It's like 4 minutes in. I don't want to call it yet.
Dude, believe.
It's going good. I don't want to believe just yet.
Okay, 1-7 coming up is a secret exit. This is a little interesting, and you'll see why in just a second. I didn't realize belief was a finite resource.
It is. I got it.
So in some levels there are secret exits. They take you to a little bonus, but going to the secret grades you on the level as having completed it. So we have no reason to finish the secret, so it's quicker just to exit out and go right on to the next level. And that's a pretty decent trick to save time in a few levels throughout the run.
Here, I'm doing I.
Doors are really hard.
Doors are impossible.
Well, he's got a lot then. Yeah, Arch can believe now if he wants. That's fine. Alright, now it looks like for all the rest of the levels here in World 1, we use disconnect strats. Like I said, they're littered in some levels. There's quite a few of them. Just kind of depends on if the block placement is right. And some levels, we could do it, but it just wouldn't save us any time. But for the levels that it does, it saves, easily saves 10-15 minutes overall, I would say.
Yeah, it easily turns it from a 3-hour run to an easily sub 2-hour run.
Mm-hmm.
Disconnect, double disconnect. That went really well, actually.
Yeah, that was a gold.
We didn't get bugged by any cats in that level.
Yeah, that's the thing that always is bad, is if the cats get in the way.
Are you going... Is Greyot going, Dresden? I think he said he was, right? Coming up to the first finale, we save a little time here by having Glib disconnect just before we get into the room. And I usually tell him... By the time I'm through this room to reconnect, that means there's no wait in the level for when I can suicide and pop up into the left-hand corner. And I have no music. Oh, now I got music. This trick was actually discovered by us on accident during practice.
Yeah, we were routing the game, and I was clicking around typing on stuff, and I accidentally clicked the button of the game, and so I came back in, and you just died. Like, you were just trying to get through the level, and you just died on accident, and all of a sudden you were just up in the top left corner, and we were like, whoa, what the heck is that? We actually found it, maybe like halfway through when we were routing it, so we had to go back into all the beginning levels and try to see which levels we could save time on it with.
As you can see in Finale 2 there, we basically just skipped the whole level with the disconnect strategy.
Yeah, the second halves of the finales, we don't need to get any gems or anything. All we need to do is touch the key. So in ones where we can disconnect, it saves a mountain of time.
Andy, we're in there. Told you this was the run. Told you.
Not death.
Alright, so now we're entering Chapter 2. A really interesting thing about this game, that it does really well, is it kind of gradually introduces you to more and more things as the game goes along. So even from level to level and chapter to chapter, the difficulty kind of scales really well. So it goes from being, fairly easy and straightforward in the beginning to getting to some really complex and difficult levels towards the end. We still golded that though, so.
Oh, okay, good.
So that can be faster.
Thanks, Sarge. That backhanded compliment. I appreciate it.
Hello? So there's an item that we use there. It's a fan pack, I guess. It basically lets us get two little kind of boosted jumps like that to cross over gaps.
I didn't actually
You'll see that as well as another item a little bit later.
They're always just so close together.
Yeah. It's hard to avoid those.
It's fine. 2, 3, disconnect. Okay. Came back like really quick that level.
Yeah. So you want to go there?
Yeah, I'm about to say, I thought I was supposed to go up there. Okay, it's fine. I got it. Yeah, here, I just proceed to the exit. And let my partner grab the gems so we can exit the level immediately once he has them. It's quicker this way to do that level. It's all good.
Yeah, we're fine.
Well, that's a funny looking A.
Okay, 2, 4. Fireball.
It's a fireball.
We in there. Is this the one that's on the ledge that we gotta like stand close to each other?
Not close to each other, but yes.
Fine, so long as you find the gems and don't die.
Thought so.
Like you want to be all the way on the left, I want to be all the way on the right.
Yeah, this one. Okay. That's what I thought.
Yep.
I'm there though.
Yep. Alright, we messed up that strat there. What we were intending to do was I was going to use a fireball to set Lung on fire, and if you're on fire and you jump onto water, it kind of gives you like a boost jump, so he could cross over there without having to get those little animals to ride across. But we didn't get it on that. But the backup strat is pretty quick. So if we don't get it right away, we just do the normal strat for it. I guess this would be a good time to talk about the weapons that we use. For the most part, we'll always be using the boost ball, which you might have seen here and there. Gives us a nice upward momentum if we're climbing any gaps or there's any large upward things that we have to do. Using the boost ball can get us up there really quickly. And then for other weapons, I believe you use the frog.
Yeah, I never switch from the boost or the frog the whole run. They're very easily some of the best weapons in this game.
Yeah, the frog. I'm trying to think when the first time we use it. We'll get to the frog when we first use it, I suppose. But throughout the run, I switch weapons probably 4 or 5 times, either from the frog or the fireball or the dart or the boomerang, and we'll kind of explain all those weapons and what they're good for as we get there. Oh, that's right. This was.
We trolled each other here a little bit. Oh, what the fuck? 2 people getting into the boat could be very difficult.
Yeah, we
if you
both
don't
tried to get into the boat at the same time, and we are very good at running into each other.
See, that's a great use of the boost.
Yeah, there's a use of the boost ball. Instead of having to climb up that ladder, which is pretty slow, I can just use the boost ball and get myself all the way up there really quickly. Okay.
That freaking level today.
That was bad, but whatever. We didn't lose that much time, actually, to be honest.
How much?
10. Well, 5 off the PB, 10 off gold.
That's not bad.
No, we're still ahead.
That boat, though.
No big deal. Yeah, this run definitely has a lot of great uses for co-op cooperation, as well as co-op getting in each other's way a lot.
And they definitely designed the game to be like that, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The boat will save your life if the thing is going on. The game itself also does a great job trolling you with... I'm up there stuck with the cats because I can't get out of them.
Yeah, the cats will actually bump into you a lot and prevent you from suiciding. So, for a lot of times, if we want to just get over to where our partner is really quickly, the cats can just get in the way and really make that frustrating.
It also likes to spawn you right into death.
Not bad.
Yeah, World 2 is being a little trolly today. It's fine.
Keep working at it.
It's fine. 2-8. No, 2-7. One day we'll learn to door, dude.
Where they put the gems, but
One
I
day.
don't know, man. Dooring is pretty hard.
Dang! I tried to grab a gem for you, and I ended up getting red cubed. Cool.
This is a part that can be very trolly. Those cats will shoot ice at you, and if they freeze you, you can't jump, and your left and right movement is inhibited greatly. So it can be a very trolly level if the cats hit you with those ice balls, but I don't think we got hit at all there, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes you just hope for the best.
So here we have another disconnect level.
I go over to help Glib get over, and then go back to the left to get closer to the exit to save us some more time.
We in there.
Easy every time, dude. We do a lot of, usually we call it dividing and conquering in this game. It can be a little risky if one person dies, but it also can be a great time save for the run. It is true. Alright.
So there you see me suicide as soon as one touches the exit so that I respawn all the way over there. It's a lot faster than me being in his way when we're trying to get on that boat and everything.
Generally, suiciding after one person has touched the exit means they will come directly to the exit. Although, again, the game likes to troll on that too from time to time.
Yeah, so occasionally we'll spawn just maybe slightly away from it.
I don't need to jump the second time then. I should make a note of that too. Grab a dang old gem. Oh, I tried.
Go like this. It's a ton of fun, trust me.
Go off my head this
I
way.
got it. Also, all of the things such as like those energy beams that'll instantly kill us are on just different RNG timers, so sometimes we'll lose no time to them, sometimes it can cost us a few seconds. It all just depends on how the game is treating you that day.
Yeah, all of those seem to be on global timers, which is really interesting. Everything in the level is always moving. There's nothing that isn't ever doing anything, but they're always on random timers, so there's a lot of little improvisations we might have to do depending on what kind of timers they're on, what kind of cycles they're giving us. It's pretty good.
I just need to like double line them or something.
Yeah, maybe. Get bodied by balls. Yeah, I got bopped by balls again.
It always happens. Cats are so trolly.
Oh, nice. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, BattleBlock Theater does a really great job of ramping up the difficulty very steadily, so that it's only more and more interesting the further along you go. I thought I was safe. Here's another little trick we do.
Some nasty cycles of these things.
We'll use each other to get up higher than you're supposed to. And again, as long as one person makes it... Oh, but I couldn't see where I was. Basically, no time is lost. That's why BattleBlock Theater makes a really great cooperative run. Alright, let's just kill ourselves.
And there's chapter 2.
You done it.
I did.
Then you go and do something like this. Completely redeem yourself. And... 35, not gold, but still good.
Way to bite the bullet so far.
Unfortunately, it takes a few seconds through the cutscene to be able to skip it. I believe the game is hiding some loading behind that.
Yeah, the cutscenes in this game are actually really great. It's kind of almost sad that you can skip them, because They're really funny. I mean, this game is this game has got a great environment. Stamper is hilarious as the narrator, and it's just got really cute and little kind of wacky zany things that all the Behemoth games do have. So that's another really great thing about the game is that it's just fun.
I didn't do it.
Funny to play.
I thought you said you did it as in I did the bad. I'm like, no, I didn't. I did the good.
It's not spawning me in the right spot. I gotta go back down. Sorry. Well, you're going. So
Yeah, I got it.
deal. Too bad there's no way for you to get up there without. So here's a little split up that we do here. I'll boost Lung up to the exit here, and then we only need one more gem to have the exit open up. So I'll just go and grab that gem while he waits at the exit. This is also the introduction of these puzzles here, which you have to have all of those have the same number of blocks showing before they'll disappear. Those little puzzles will show up numerous times throughout the runs. They're just little things to kind of keep you on your toes.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Thank you. Disconnect.
Here we have another disconnect, which skips more than half the level, really.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
it's
still here.
definitely up
Thank
there.
God. Okay, come on up here with me.
Brian. And please, there we go.
Yeah, I got cat trolled this time, dude.
Fine.
Kill myself, so hopefully come to you.
Be careful. Those things zap you so hard.
Here's another point of lots of trolling. We have to get all these cats over on one side so I can pull that block out, and we can get the last gem. And then we have to get our way up to the exit. That went pretty well. A lot of times those cats can just get in the way and just keep running into you and not letting you do what you want to do.
For a B, then go for an A.
Weird boat thing, question mark.
Oh yeah, that was... I glitched into the boat one time when we were practicing this, but we never really looked at it.
Hmm.
I think it was just a weird client bug.
You got it. You don't need me.
Careful, this is really hard.
You also see the introduction of whatever those things are.
Yeah.
They'll eat you if you get too close to their mouths.
It's one of the slowest deaths in this game, so it's crucial to try to avoid that as much as possible. Get wrecked, cat. Stuff like drowning or falling on spikes really doesn't waste all that much time. Nice.
Yeah, that's one of the interesting things, is that the death animation actually can play into it as to how much time they take. All the death animations have, slightly differing times, so you want to be able to do quick deaths as opposed to slower deaths if you're looking to either, reach back to where your partner is or anything like that.
Hey, dude, I'm feeling good. This is a good pace. We're rocking this
I
shit.
would love to tell you where they put the gems.
This is it. I think it's worth noting that even though this is a cooperative run, you're only going to need one screen, because Glib screen has the disconnects, and that just goes to black on OBS. So it's really not worth streaming from his angle. So it wouldn't need to be any kind of split up. You would only need one display to show. Which is why we usually stream this on my channel.
Yeah, there won't be anything super interesting that you would see on my screen that you wouldn't ever see on Lung's. And it always has both characters on camera at both times as well, so there's never really any action that you would miss just showing one player's point of view.
What a shitty place to lose 10 seconds.
So 5 right to the dart after this level. Cool.
Right dart.
That's for me.
Oh, T-Belly with that 13 viewer host. Thanks, man. I'm ready. I'm ready, coach.
You did it.
I did it. Oh, it's this one. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll wait for you.
Yeah. So here we have a little moment where there's some stuff I have to do after the disconnect instead of coming straight to Lung. I actually make a mistake and die a little too early there. I wanted to grab a different gem, but luckily there's a backup gem right here, so that doesn't cost us too much time if I have to go back for that one.
As much as BattleBlock Theater likes to troll, it is also a very forgiving game. How do we do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's... very few times where a backup strat or anything going wrong will really cost us a whole ton of time.
And almost everything has a backup strat as well, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
So coming up here is another one of the bigger tricks in the run, along with the disconnect. We generally call it the pixel perfect, although I believe it is 2 pixels. But instead of doing any kind of interesting strategy on that, you can, on any block that has spikes, there's like 2 pixels on the left and right edge that you can safely land on. And we do use that throughout the run to save a lot of time.
Yeah, and there's also use of the dart there. It's used as a backup strat on that staircase in case we don't get the pixel perfects right away. And it's also just used, as you see, they stick to walls, so you can maybe climb sections a little easier, or get to sections you're maybe not supposed to be able to get to. So the dart's used, I think, a few times throughout the run, so we'll see it again. So I don't have the fireball, because I don't need the fireball in 3.8 anymore.
Yeah. And also, we could save more time there for sure.
Yeah, that could be a little faster.
Because I took like an extra 3 seconds doing the fans.
Trust me, you'll be fine. So long as you find the gems and don't die. Good luck.
Alright, so here you'll see use of another item that's just kind of lying around, the wings. They're pretty standard. They let you flap and, you know, cross distances or gain height pretty well. There's a few levels that are mainly just flying levels. This is one of them. There's not too much in terms of tech, but they can be used in a couple of spots to save a little bit of time, depending on how long you can keep them.
Yeah, you're over there.
Whoa! Woo! Barely.
Believe in you.
I believe in me. Yeah.
Why I don't think there's much difference.
Part of any percent, if we didn't specify, is grabbing 3 gems in a level, and oftentimes on the flying sections it's easier to grab gems than it is to avoid them. Grabbing gems beyond 3 doesn't really lose time, it just loses a few frames, but it's not necessary at all. Here's another secret, just toss them over real quick.
3/8's a really simple level. Yeah, that was when I used to fireball you, and then Grant's like, yo, just throw, it's easier.
It is my face on the jumpy thingamajig. Well, it's a artist rendition of my stupid face on that jumpy thingamajig.
Some little sparkly gem-shaped freedom key.
Yeah, 3.9 is another example of a level where you use wings a lot, and it's, yeah, oftentimes easier to get the gem and maybe lose a couple of frames than it is to try and void it and either, you know, die or just lose a lot of time by having slow movement. But for most of the routing, we do try to get only 3 gems in every level. Sorry, we had major cat trolling in this level.
Yeah, cats can be an amusingly big problem. Hopefully I get down there. I did it.
There we go. There you're seeing cycles of those big laser beam shooters also being a little unfair.
I'm trying. We got super trolled on that one.
Oh, and here's the first hat. So, what just happened there is another kind of RNG thing. Every once in a while, Hattie will decide to drop a golden hat, which will give you an extra 10 gems if you take it to the exit. But it actually, when you hit the exit, there's a slower animation that happens. So we want to avoid the hat as much as possible. Getting the little cutscene or wherever that shows up loses just a small amount of time. And getting the hat as well doesn't cost too much time, but it is something where, as you see there, it was easier and faster for Long to just suicide and not take the hat to the exit than it was for him to take the hat to the exit and sit through the longer animation.
Yeah, we make those decisions on the fly.
Yeah, those can pop up at any time in any level, so we just have to either plan immediately or for how to avoid it, or plan on how to drop it without a whole lot of time. Go.
How the hell do you make a custom face? Our buddy did it. I'm actually not 100% sure of the process.
Yeah, I don't know how he pulled it off. An interesting thing about the finales is that as soon as somebody hits the exit or touches the key, it counts it as being done for both players. So that's one of the few levels where it's actually just fine to have one person make it while the other person waits.
Nice. I fucked it up, so go you.
I always forget about that. I can never see what's over there, so I don't remember if I'm supposed to land on that thing or not.
Oh, nice dodge.
Okay.
I believe in you, Glue.
Turn that one on.
Oh, I will. I'll die.
Got it.
There you go.
I think this is the one where there's a guy at the end that you have to bring over.
Treat yourself and go out for cheeseburgers and
Yeah.
Yeah.
and take me with you and drink me too.
Nice.
There we go.
Alrighty, there's chapter 3.
I think sub 30 is doable on a like super epic run.
Yeah.
Still pretty good though.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
You've really got the crowd eating from your delicate hands now. There's never a dull moment with you at the helm.
Alright, 4-1, disconnect. You wanna
Now
know
entering
what
chapter
case?
4.
No space. 4-1 has another use of the pixel perfect jump. Sometimes we find that it's just easier than other times to do that trick. And this is just tends to be one of the easier times.
Lucky I was speed gaming.
Yeah, we glide.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Or I just land on that platform.
Easy
Easy
every
every
time.
time, dude. Not this
I don't
time though.
know
And we
why.
skip a lot by just doing the pixel perfect and the jumping off each other head trick. I mean, I have to aim it, so it's not like...
Yeah. So yeah, that level is actually a really good combination of almost all the tricks in the run. The disconnect, pixel perfects, jumping off each other's head to make a level that would normally take probably a couple minutes end up taking, only about 30 seconds.
Keep working at it.
Alright, 4-2, water jump. Sneak up, kill cat. Okay.
Oh boy, again.
Whoa, that was weird.
Rock on, my
That was awesome.
practice time.
You got it. Oh, come on, let me over there. Let me do
You
it.
went
Thank you.
literally. Yeah, there we go.
We're fine.
That was just barely a gold.
Yeah,
right in there.
we're playing on Steam.
Here's the B you earned.
Alright. One rock, easy gems.
All right. 4-3 sees the introduction of rocks. Rocks are, pretty straightforward. You can pick them up and they will land on switches or do other things like that. But one of the things that's a little unfortunate about doing online co-op is that I'm playing as the client. Lungkisser is playing as the host. This game and the client don't seem to get along very well with the rocks. It's very hard for them to understand that I'm picking up a rock and throwing it. So as you see right there, I picked it up once, but then the second time, the rock just kills me for basically no reason. So a lot of the rocks that you'll see Lung picking them up and moving them around. I'll try to help as I can, but for the most part, it's going to be him doing all the heavy lifting, so to speak.
Brandon. Yeah, and this is something we've played with a lot and done our best to compensate for, but it's just an issue with the game.
Yeah.
5-4.
4-4. Dude, if we
4-4.
were at 5-4,
Dude,
if
that'd
we were
be
at
sick.
5-4 on this base, I'd be like, holy shit, dude, what did we do wrong?
Oh yeah, seriously. We skipped 4, basically.
So yeah, it's like, oh, well, we skipped the world, so...
Okay, both grab one rock, easy gems.
This is the
I believe this is the introduction of holding a switch to remove blocks,
I guess I should say.
this one's not too bad.
Yeah, I think it is.
Which is very simple there at the beginning, but does become one of the more complex puzzles later in the game. I wish you would spawn me over there.
Here, I'm trying to set myself on fire from one of these cats in order to do a water boost and jump and grab that gem. It takes me a couple tries, but I do get it.
Okay,
And here we have a couple of rocks. So I try to do my best to get a rock close as I can. There you go.
And that was actually really good. That didn't waste any time at all. You should probably grab a pig.
Yeah.
If I could see the whole way down, I could not die, but
Yeah.
if I can't see it...
I'll grab a pig for safety. You can just YOLO it.
Because if you get the YOLO, that's pretty sweet. Suicide. Painless. Alright, that was pretty good. Did we gold that?
No.
Oh.
I think it was just that beginning part
Yeah.
that was a little sloppy. Otherwise, that was good. We didn't lose much, though. So. Oops, I didn't jump. That's my bad. There's a really good boost ball to get all the way up there.
Yeah, boosting never
and then we
stops.
have another basic flying level.
Yeah, boosting never stops being
Go ahead.
useful throughout the whole run.
Yeah, it's why both of us always have the boost ball on us, because there's uses for it so many times that there's no reason to switch out of it.
I believe in you. End in miracles.
Oh, dang it. There, I got a little unfortunate. My wings ran out right as I was over a gap, and I fell all the way into the lava, or the water there.
I feel like it's worth mentioning, if one of us dies while the other one is already trying to suicide to get to the other person, usually you won't lose any time because it'll still spawn you there even if they're dead. So we try to use that as best we can. It's a little tricky to pull off, but we oftentimes don't lose any time.
Here's a fun little trick. I shoot a dart up there, land on the frog, get a pixel perfect, and then boost myself up. That's probably one of my favorite tricks of the whole run.
Yeah, the dart frog trick is really fun. Here's slightly less.
And then here
of a
we have
fun
another trick. Yeah, here's a really good use of the frog. We can use it to hopefully cross this gap in one shot. It does take a few tries. This is probably the hardest use of the frog there. Oh, that's right. This is the one where the frog stayed alive. Okay.
Still
Right,
still save a ton of time doing that, even if you fail it a few times. My heart nearly palpitated.
Yeah, the intended route through that level is a lot longer.
Oh, thank you, Fantasy.
So, it's still much faster to just try and jump across that frog. Never played this game before in my life.
Dude, what did our blind drunk 4-7 coming up as another secret skip? These can often save us a ton of time as well. I believe this one did troll us a little bit, but still, overall, totally worth the time save. Dude, I don't feel it. I don't feel it.
Yeah, you have to go basically as soon as that laser stops shooting to make it to that corner. And,
Third attempt is
there we
not
go. We
bad.
got it third try. It's not too bad.
Not our worst. Disconnect. New disconnect. Okay, 4-8. Something we discovered a little later after learning the disconnect is that I can pretty much do anything before I commit suicide and spawn in the upper left-hand corner. So here, I grab a gem before I kill myself. We didn't used to do it that way, but it saves a lot of time once I discovered that it doesn't matter what I do before I commit suicide. As long as Glib doesn't move, after he comes back, the disconnect always works.
Yeah, that's the important thing to note. I have to not move, otherwise it will set my safe spawn point as back in the beginning of the level.
So, one of the reasons I always run off and kill myself in an interesting way is because if I commit suicide too close to Glib, it'll actually move his character and cancel the disconnect.
Click the thing.
Oh, that was awesome timing.
Wait, where are you
Wait,
going?
did I go the wrong way? Fuck, okay, you
Yeah,
go.
that's fine.
You
I'm
go,
over
you go.
here.
I was like, I know this part of the game. I'm supposed to do the rock thing. I got it.
The ear thing.
Eat something and get some cocoa. With,
Oh,
marshmallows.
nice. So, awesome. Okay, you're in there. So again, you'll see Lung being the one to go over and grab the rock, since it's a lot more safe for him to try and use the rock as opposed to me.
see every time.
Still gold at that.
Thanks for the follow, Diablo. Appreciate you.
Oh, was it too hard? Was it too
There's
hard?
sub 40
for
the
you?
dream, dude.
Was it too hard?
Oh, chapter 4, sub 40 the dream.
Ooh,
That's a hell of a dream.
that is one sort of dream.
Okay.
We start this finale off with the disconnect again.
Perfectly timed to disconnect, by the way. We lose absolutely no time there at all with this strategy.
It matters worse.
Yeah, man, that's our whole shtick.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Am I good?
No, you're not in here. Where are you?
You didn't tell me to rejoin. That's
Oh,
what I
sorry.
meant.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
I was like, oh, what? Oh, thank you, Frog. I didn't have my weapon switched correctly, so it took me a few seconds to get out of that, but still massive time save overall in the level. Yeah, I usually always tell you, I'm sorry.
Yeah, for some of those levels, you do have to use the boost ball just to get yourself back out. Those stupid bugs. Okay. So if you happen to have the frog out for another reason, sometimes you have to switch, but that is a tiny amount of time compared to how much time we save by skipping half or almost all the level in some of these. Oh, you good?
I want the one cycle, baby! Whoa, I got eaten.
I'm okay.
Come on, Dingus.
Hello?
You can just come over here, come on.
So here we're coaxing over that guy so he can step on the switch so we can get through.
If you just are patient, you can get it the first time, if you have the time. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I got it.
Yep. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Alright, we're in there. Okay, I'm not in there. I gotta believe in the glib. Nice.
Yeah, I don't know about sub 40 World 4.
Oh man, we would need to find like
That, yeah, that might not be possible
Yeah.
with current strats.
sub 42 though.
Yeah, that's doable.
Yeah.
Yo, we golded that. We golded
Take
that
my dainty
finale by
hands. I whisk you
35
back to a
seconds.
time
Dude,
long
that's
forgotten,
sick, dude.
Long before the
That's all because of that disconnect, for sure.
I see 231 ahead.
Yeah,
Super solid run.
he's going for 4.
Is he gonna do it? He did it. Nobody stopped him. Alright, chapter 5. Disconnect.
Never lose hope. I know I did.
Shoutouts to Diet Soda. Ugh.
Alright, another jab.
Dude, that was sick. That was
Alright, so the disconnect in 5-1 puts Lung all the way at the end of the level. So the fastest thing to do is for me to use items to skip over parts that would normally require 2 to traverse in order to grab 3 gems so we can get to the exit right away.
To, like, save seconds doing that.
These moments can be really tense, as in some of the levels, if I die, it'll put me where Lung is, and then we have to really scramble in order to be able to exit. But for the most part, it's usually not too bad of a deal. I believe that level even, if I had the beginning again, I don't think it takes me to you.
Yeah, sometimes it's perfectly safe and sometimes it's not. The game definitely doesn't really understand what we're trying to do. But we definitely use that to our advantage.
I tried to slide on top of your head.
Dude, you
directly
tried.
into the thing. I gave it my best. Oops, I'm an idiot. I jumped a little too hard, my bad.
It's all good, man.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Oops, I gotta throw you.
Oh yeah. That was just a frog for some reason. I'll write that down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, hi again.
that is not what I intended to do. This is what I intended to do.
There you go.
Dude, that shrug parried though.
So there we just use throws and suicides and boosts instead of solving puzzles in order to get through the level. Alright, I need fireball.
I'll be okay with that, Diablo. I could live with that.
Here's the B you earned.
Alright, 5, 3, disconnect.
Disconnect.
Claw
Alright, I still
Body.
need frog for this one.
is ready.
Chicken. There we go. I get a lot of lag. So this disconnect is pretty interesting. It puts Long in a spot where he's basically trapped. You'd have to go about halfway through the level or so in order to get him out of there. So again, it's just a level where I have to get the 3 fastest gems I can, and then just suicide to get to the exit.
Got it. It's just a little... It's a little broken on my chat because it's not that wide.
Keep working at it.
I think I switched to Fireball. We'll see.
I believe you. Disconnect suicide. I love how the back of the signs even have tape on them. That's cute.
Doors are hard.
I liked how you entered to the left of the door
Yeah.
and not at all on the door.
Oh, what the?
Thankfully, most of those blocks are actually clear, or else there's no way the disconnect would work here. Dang.
Hello.
It's that freaking cat.
That's right, we got Machine Gun Boost Cat in this one.
This is easily one of the
He's
worst
just
cats.
launching them.
So bad. Okay. I don't got it, but you got it. Okay.
Make it nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kill myself.
That worked.
Yeah, that worked pretty fine. Why did I just get a notification that my phone's playing music?
Probably because your phone's playing music.
Shoutouts to checking my phone during our run. Weird.
Yeah, there's a fair amount of downtime between the levels as you're getting the grade and whatnot. Oh, this is a fun level.
Yeah, there's 2 tricks we can attempt here. Either I can get a pixel perfect and summon those cats, or excuse me, pigs, or you could use the fireball, which is also a tricky thing to get off here. They're both pretty difficult tricks, but they do save a lot of time.
Yeah. All the way across the right side of the bottom of the map, and get those pigs and ride them across that water. But by either jumping pixel perfect onto the block before them, or by using the fireball to boost across, we can skip that whole introduction section.
Fine.
And then here's a nice section where we were doing some really difficult things, and then realized that the intended strat of somebody just standing on that and throwing the other person was a lot easier. We don't do it in this run. We discovered it a little bit afterwards that we were making that section a lot harder than it had to be.
Yeah, because the pixel perfects are... They're very difficult to get off.
That's true there.
There's about a 75% chance you'll nail it, and a good chance that you might not.
Here's the B you earned.
Alright, 5, 6.
That's 5-6.
Oh, I know numbers. Don't worry about me. Definitely on my end, though, one of the most practiced tricks in the game.
Yeah, you have to do the pixel perfects a lot more often than I do, and you've definitely gotten more consistent at them. Another sometimes downside of being the client is that there's sometimes where I've actually set off spikes but not died to them, or I thought I've landed correctly but then set off the spikes anyways and died. Just that little kind of lag or whatever from the client can really help or hurt sometimes. I wanted a YOLO too.
It's like impossible for us both to get that first one.
I feel like we've done it before.
We might have. It's really hard though. It's like it's almost a pixel perfect.
If I need this gem.
What's up, Flame? I was just thinking that I felt like I hadn't seen you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like you haven't seen Flame in like a few days?
I feel like I haven't.
Yeah. Alright, 5.
Before he's been here like the whole time, like every cast. Alright, the last 3 levels of Chapter 5 are all actually really difficult levels. They throw a lot of like switching blocks and stuff like that on you, and just some really difficult parts. So these levels can be really frustrating at times.
Spawn me. Thank you, Jesus.
This is where the game really starts using basically everything in the tile set, every level. You know, you can see water, goo, lava blocks, everything kind of coming all at once in every level here. And that kind of just tends to be the theme for the rest of the run. I wonder if you could make it over that way. Probably not. See that little gap there? Probably not.
Maybe. We're in there. Dang, dude.
Nice.
We've been gone for a week dealing with things. Still, we didn't get trolled by cats in that level, so that's not too bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But he sent me a message about
I forget
it.
that I haven't seen people until like they show up again, and I'm like, where have you been all my life? This was the one.
Alright, pull thing out. Yeah, I'd say 5-8 especially is a good point where the game starts pulling out basically every single trick it has at you all at once. Do the thing. Wait. Now. Kill myself.
Oops, I saw the fireball out. This part especially can be really trolly. Depending on where that saw blade is and what the cycle of the blocks are, making that jump can be impossible. Luckily there, it was at a pretty decent cycle, and I was able to get over there without too much trouble.
I'd say that the end of 5-8 might be the very first time that we would call for serious time if we were going to do something like that. So here's an interesting one. During the disconnect, I do a lot of things to get gems so that we don't have to waste a whole lot of time and then kill myself to get the disconnect shortcut. Oh yeah, I was supposed to kill the cat. Oh well. That grenade cat can be a little bit of an issue sometimes, but he was actually very fair this time. You got it? I don't want to go too far.
Yeah, I'll be okay. God damn. See, he actually trolled me a little bit when I was trying to go over and get that gem. But while I'm doing that, Lung is just heading all the way to the exit.
Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed. But yeah, that was one of our later discovered disconnects, and I'm very grateful for it. It does save a lot of time.
Yeah, that level used to be much longer before we were able to find that
I
disconnect.
feel like he didn't say she was due until April something. So I'm sure he has a little time, but they're probably just, you know, enjoying their last few moments of bliss. Childless bliss. Yeah, this whole category and this run have been greatly refined in the last couple months. We went from very few disconnects, and they used to be a lot slower. It used to take us over 30 seconds on a disconnect, to very short disconnects that are more frequent, and taking the run down from a time of like 2:30 to now less than an hour and 40, and we're only getting better and faster at it. This time used to feel like it would be impossible, but now it's actually relatively easy for us, and I believe it's only going to get shorter as the months go on before the summer.
Yeah, we started routing this pretty much right after the AGDQ run of 100%. And so there wasn't really any resources or anything out there. So all of this routing, all of the things that we found has all just been us looking into the game and trying to find stuff. So I think the strats will still change and adapt and get even faster as the months go on. But this is definitely much faster than I ever would have imagined this category to be when we first set out with it.
This area right here, the timing on those blocks is incredibly difficult.
Until I was, an idiot every time.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I tried to do a boost like 3 times and missed the timing of it.
Yeah, the game does not hold back at you at all anymore at this point. Aww. Thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
fine, you got it. Yeah, that's one of the really interesting things about the run is that there's a lot of levels with these like swapping blocks that go on and off, but the timing of them is different in almost every level. So you have to like adjust to every level. You can't just get kind of a set rhythm in your head. You always have to be reacting to it.
4 minutes ahead.
There's chapter 5.
Perhaps
Yeah, we
that
cut
sure
some
is a
big time in
mystery.
some
It
levels
vexes
there.
me so. It truly does. But where...
6-1 is a great example of how notoriously difficult the later levels can be. I want 139 so bad.
I think it's possible.
Oh, it's totally.
Yeah, we have strats written down for every level to kind of give us an idea of where disconnects are or what we should be. This one is aptly named Divide and Conquer.
And we've done this before
starts
at a
us in-
smaller scale, but here it's the whole level.
Don't get that. Most people poop themselves and die. In that order.
Yeah, past this point, we will be doing two opposite halves of the level at the same time. I thought you were gonna not poop yourself and die.
I know.
But as you see there, if any of us die, we'll spawn over on the other side. So we don't save as much time as we could have here. It's pretty scary there because I have to grab a rock, which can sometimes be a little trolly. But I was pretty much done with my part, so it was still faster for us here to just have Lung go over and do his part while I grab a third gem somewhere.
Yeah, what I'm attempting to do is skip a portion that you're meant to be thrown across by using a frog, but the timing of the laser or the lightning along with that, it's pretty tricky. Still a pretty decent level though. We didn't lose
Yeah,
very much
if we do mess up, it doesn't lose us a whole lot of time. But it is obviously faster if we can each do one half concurrently. But that was still pretty decent.
Did I throw you here?
Boost. Right, here comes, in my opinion, one of the most fun levels.
For some reason I was
We use the boost along with the ice to gain a lot of horizontal momentum and just skip over these parts. And then we'll use another glitch here, which hasn't been shown yet in the run, where I'll sit on the edge here, and Lung will boost me through. That's a little bit of a lag between the client, where I have so much horizontal speed that I actually clip through the entire brick before the game realizes where I am. So that clips me into the secret. We exit the level, and that's it.
It also has something to do. You can only use that trick when the floor is made of ice, and that's something we discovered in the 100% run as well. Something about the ice mechanics and the boost can cause some pretty wonky things to happen.
Yeah, when you boost off of ice, it gives you just a ton of horizontal speed.
I tried. Oh.
So using the little bit of lag that, since the Lung's end doesn't always have my location every single time, it updates periodically. I have so much speed going across that ice that it just puts me in the next spot before it realizes that I should have run into a wall. So I believe we use that at least one other time in the run, so you'll see that another time as well.
And there was the introduction of the I don't know what to call those furry green creatures, but they basically boost you, and they become more important from this point in the run onward.
Yeah, they're used a lot frequently in solo in order to kind of do things that you would maybe have to do as a team. But they do show up a couple of different times throughout the co-op run.
If I got really good at doing a skip.
Shall we
Do I
find
need the
some
frog
sparkly
here?
gems?
I don't know.
No, I don't. That's
Perfect timing. What are you doing?
you're going the wrong way.
Mine?
Yeah, this way.
I'll make it out. Oh, yeah.
Top one we go. So here we have another disconnect, and then Lung uses a frog in order to cross over that long water gap quickly.
I haven't effed up this level in a while, so...
And then we grab the 3 gems that are on the way and get to the exit.
Pooped by a green duck. Not as bad as I see it drowning, burning. 6-5, the first use of the boomerang, I believe.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Is one of the treats of this
So this is another disconnect. Another one that will send Long all the way to the end of the level.
Do here, but suicide.
There's no really easy gems for me to get at the beginning of the level, but there are those 3 that you can see across the top there. Still no dice. There we are.
Oh.
So once I spawn over there, I'll get the boomerang out. And a nice little thing about the boomerang is that it can grab gems if it runs into them. So I don't need to go all the way across. I can throw a boomerang and hopefully catch them. Timing of them can be a little difficult. I actually missed the gem there.
Solid 2 accidental pixel perfects though.
Yeah, I did a lot of just like kind of random, really good stuff right there. And there I grabbed the gem with the boomerang. Boomerang trolling.
Still a very quick level with a disconnect.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see the boomerang a little bit later, in a really crazy capacity for how much time it saves.
Yeah, ideally, switching weapons wastes time, so we don't want to do it unless there's a great time save to be had by it, but sometimes it'll save you a lot of time to switch weapons.
Yeah, I try to switch weapons in between levels. I'll go into the menu and just swap my weapons, so a lot of the times it doesn't cost too much time, but there are a couple instances where it'll take me a second or two to get going because I'm still making sure I have the right weapon or I'm switching. Or wait, no, there's another gem I gotta get.
Yeah, you can get the one over here.
Gotta get that one.
And I can grab this one up there. Okay. It's a little tricky to grab that one by myself.
Yeah.
It works though.
Oh, good going. That was sarcasm.
Alright, 6, 7. Disconnect bottom, middle, go around.
Alright, 6, 7 is the last in this chain of disconnects that we have in World 6. Messing around with last night.
Very grateful chain of disconnects. We skipped some very tough levels with them.
Yeah, a lot of these levels are long and like have long puzzles that you have to do in order to get through them. With disconnects, we skip nearly all of it.
Okay, we're in there though.
Careful, this is really hard.
Okay. So with bottom,
Someone made
middle,
it. Finally.
you gotta push it in. Pretty interesting block puzzle here. Something they definitely threw in to keep you on your toes.
We've spent time looking over what's the fastest way to get through that block puzzle.
Nice.
Die.
Easy every time. Otherwise, fairly straightforward level.
Yeah, with the disconnect, we skip just about everything. Yeah, we golded that.
By how much?
7 seconds. And I think our previous...
And here we don't disconnect again until the second part of the 6's finale. That disconnect
Pretty
glitch
sick.
works every time, man.
But just because we're not disconnecting doesn't mean we're not doing anything that the game isn't ready for. 6.8 has the second use of the ice boost.
I was like, can you not a thing
completely
do?
stuck. You'll see here. It as soon as I can get this rock out of the way, which is tough for me because this client,
Get in there.
I just duck, get a boost over, and that skips all of that puzzle to set those black bricks to get them out of the way.
And of course, the game throws like 5 or 6 enemies there just to make that even easier for us. Try to YOLO it. There's no reason not to. There's nothing else going on right then.
Tough butts to explode in here.
Okay.
So here what we do there is
You got it.
teleporters are all kind of linked.
Whoa, what happened
So
to me?
if I don't place that block there, it doesn't know which teleporter to send us to. But we have to let those exploding blocks go off so that the teleporter that the rock is covering is uncovered. That way we have the one all the way across through that teleporter. So that's kind of an example of the kind of puzzles that the game will throw at you here and there. Alright, not too bad. Lost a couple seconds, nothing major.
And cats just never get easier. They stay annoying throughout the entire run.
Come on.
Oh, I didn't notice the clipboard has Hattie on the top.
Oh yeah.
I've been staring at this game so much. Jeez.
Throw me.
Oh, yep. Should write that down.
Oh, there Lung did a slight trick there. It's actually faster when you are climbing to tap the R button is what you use to climb. If you actually tap it and just hold up, you climb a little faster than just climbing it up normally. It's just, you know, minute little time save, but it is a bit faster there.
Whoa, aren't your feet cold?
No, they're not. Every time he asks, my feet are cold.
He does too. He's really annoying about it, actually.
Like, wow.
What are they called? Spikes.
Okay. I was gonna kill myself, apparently.
I'll still kill myself?
Bad, right?
Okay. I made it.
Congrats.
Alright, what level are we coming up on?
6 finale.
Oh, nice.
How embarrassing.
First part, whatever. Second part.
Disconnect.
Okay. It's cut off right at part. I could not wait to get that second monitor, dog. I'm so excited. Just to have notes and OBS and splits all on a different screen.
Yeah.
First part, whatever.
Shut up.
Decent enough time to mention that we do have control, again, over what heads we use in this run. So, definitely there's opportunity to play off that if this run gets accepted to SGDQ, in terms of either using the SGDQ official emotes or some of the more popular global emotes on Twitch or whatever for a donation incentive. We are not dedicated to using our own heads here.
Yeah, the game has a bunch of its own heads, but it also allows you to use custom heads, which is what we're both using here. So we had thought of that as an idea. To maybe make it a donation incentive, or maybe have something special that we could use for our heads to be as a another little fun thing to add on to the run.
Fuck! I didn't crouch. Idiot.
And this is probably one of the scariest disconnects. Every once in a while, for some reason, even though we do it the same way, a disconnect might not work. And this is probably the biggest time save. Because that's a really long level with a lot of puzzles that we just completely skip with a disconnect. So that's probably the worst one if it doesn't go right. I think it's maybe a minute or two max if we have to go through the level normally.
And I do whatever I can to make sure that missile shooting robot at the very beginning doesn't attack Glib. Because if he dies, it disconnects over.
To be ignored. My oh my. This.
Okay, 7-1.
This is a fantastic level. Shows off how useful the boomerang can be.
I'm sorry about your dude. I'm sorry about your Glod experience. Sorry that I ruined that for you. I didn't even mean to.
How many chapters have we not golded?
2.
Really?
Yeah. Sec 2 and 6, I believe.
I would love to tell you where they.
I do believe. I do a lot of work in the next 2 upcoming levels.
So yeah, you see all those gems at the end there. Normally we can't go through the clouds, but the boomerang just can, just fine. So by tossing the boomerang over, it'll grab the gem for us, and we can just step on the exit and leave immediately. Really fast and fun level.
Long waits. That's a good, my favorite part.
Oh, back up now.
And yes, upcoming here is the first of 3 levels in World 7. There's quite a few levels in World 7 that want you to either do like,
Except for this one.
or have you go all the way through the level, then come all the way back. This is one of the. It ends up being faster for Lung to just wait towards the end of the level while I go through.
Oh my god.
Hopefully not die, and grab the gems we need, or I guess open up any switches we need, like in this level.
Frog, dude, he's gonna get it. I believe. Oh no! Oh no! What did I just do? Yeah, this is actually one of the bigger mistakes in this I'm sorry. Record video right here. I am definitely not supposed to be here right now. I ended up tapping my
normally
keyboard.
once
I was the right way. Which there would be a problem
Yeah.
at GDQ. I won't have a keyboard in front of me to accidentally tap anyway, so. Okay.
Yeah, but as you can see, even with the screw up, the backup strat is pretty straightforward. just grab that pig and have him run across and over. Down. If we can make it now.
Okay. Yeah, not a dramatic time loss.
No.
Not a problem I expect to have in any future runs, honestly. Okay.
That's okay. They lost like 30 there.
Oh, it's because I
That's
clicked
fine.
freaking out. I think I might. You know, I think I might have touched the fucking keyboard too. I'm gonna push that away. Never had that happen, but push it away. Alright. Okay, get up there.
That's a new one.
Of course, it didn't take me anywhere near you. Okay.
Come on. Game's being a little trolly with the
Let's go.
respawn points there.
Yeah, we have absolutely no control over where you spawn when you die, so you always just hope it's as close to your partner as possible.
Yeah, even the little flags that are used as checkpoints in the solo run, they don't really work in the co-op run. So here we'll see. This level wants you to go through the level all the way twice after pushing in this brick here to make these black box disappear. But by suiciding after grabbing it, we can cut back through the second half of the level, grab the 3 gems we need to open up the exit, and then exit immediately. Then you're fine.
Because there's no reason you should die after that. And another showing of the Hattie Hat RNG, which again, no control over that at all.
Just a little random thing that pops up every once in a while to waste another 5 seconds.
6 right dart. Hot cross buns.
I ready to get the dirt.
Okay.
The one you do stuff.
Oh yeah, this one. This one's not too bad. We practiced this one pretty good.
Find the gems and put them in your pocket. Then find the door and you can unlock it.
7-4 is probably... It's another disconnect. This is probably the one that you do the most before suiciding, isn't it?
Yeah, this would be like... Normally, if there's a level... And I died there. Not the most favorable thing. Probably one of the bigger time losses in this level. And it does become quicker here just to reset. But my objective
again,
is
yeah.
to go through most of this level by myself and then disconnect to save time. So it's one of those things you just have to trust your partner on. Normally this is up to Glib, but here it's up to me. And it's not really all that difficult. But yeah, I do that to push that block in, then suicide.
Not bad.
To push a different block. Yeah, it's fine. And then we meet up. Woo! Okay, I thought it was gonna work. Oh, you got lucky.
Here's another use of the dart. The dart comes out at a random trajectory every time, so sometimes it's a little bit trolly as to whether or not it'll stick. But I use the dart to get over there, push the last block that we need to let that rock fall, and give us a pass over to the exit.
Yeah, the dart and the frog are generally used by us in places where we're not throwing each other because we're doing our own quicker strategies.
Right.
Cluck, cluck.
Still on a sick face.
Yeah, dude. Faux show. Oh, this is my favorite level. This is also another very difficult level for me. This is the best level in the game.
As you can see, the exit's right on the start. That little pause there was me switching items. I'll use the frog here in this level. Unfortunately, all the gems are all the way towards the end of the level. But luckily enough, this level isn't too hard to traverse on my own. So it gives Lung a nice little breather.
Yeah, I'll interact with chat or get some water here. I've also been known to even run to the bathroom during this time. Just gotta believe in your teammate.
Get out of my way, though. These cats are kind of trolly, but I get through them without too much problem.
You got so lucky on that lightning.
I knew I was fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah. But yeah, regardless of anything, it definitely saves a ton of time for me to wait.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to go all the way back through the level, quintessentially. Okay, we are on... What level are we on?
I've seen better.
7-6.
I've seen worse.
7-6, okay.
Better too.
I lost track of my notes. Grab gems, jetpack. Cool.
Alright, this is probably the biggest use of the jetpack. I believe it was shown in a couple of other levels. But this is a level where we really use it to abuse and just pretty much skip all of the puzzles of this level.
Fudge. Yeah, there's a shortcut there if I can manage to nail a pixel perfect, but we've used this a few times, we might not have mentioned it, but when a teammate dies, their body like blocks obstacles. So if I don't land the pixel perfect, then Glib or I can kill ourselves on those spikes, making it so the other person can get across.
And here we use the jetpacks as well as those little boost blocks to get all the way up, grab the gems we need, and get the boat that we need to ride across to the exit. Skipping probably 2/3 to 3/4 of that level.
Dang it, T, if you hadn't said anything, I might not have smoked anything. Not that I'm blaming you for my terrible addiction.
Cheers an enabler.
She enabled me a little bit. More like a reminder. 7-7. Do stuff.
Dude, it's a good.
Dude, 7-9 to route a little better. That's a good one too.
Well, we did route that one better.
Oh, did we? Okay, good.
Yeah. Go on this one.
I'm gonna throw you. Here we go.
So here again, we used boost balls or anything like that in order to skip over things that we would normally need both players for.
And also divide ourselves so that we save as much time as possible. Make sure the pig stays on the button.
Yeah, so while Lung takes that pig over to that first block that we need to step up, I'll and start working on the second one. There's 2 blocks that we need to press in order to basically open up the exit there. Is that not letting you?
Yeah.
It's been a little trolly with respawns. There it goes. But then once those blocks are gone, we can pull this block out, drop those rocks, and build the bridges that we need to get to the exit. So a lot of the later stages, the time save is more in terms of routing the level quickly, rather than just straight platforming execution. So it kind of almost turns into like a puzzle platformer towards the end, which is kind of an interesting little thing that it changes to. And here comes the
worst level in the game.
Yeah, the last level that I have to do on my own. This is definitely the hardest one, and the one that costs the most time if I mess up. So here I solved this block puzzle alone, which isn't too bad. But it's these next jumps coming up here that are pretty tricky. Wait, hold on, what do I have out? Could not remember what I had out. So now I use a frog over here. You can't really see, but there's a fan above blowing me down into those spikes there. So I have to time that jump to run across the frog perfectly in order to make it up. And then another good timed jump off of a frog to cross that long gap.
I don't like when you get too balls.
After that part, it's pretty straightforward. I just have to make sure I don't get shot by these lightning beams.
You do it. Don't
There's
copy
no
that floppy.
Wow.
That reference.
I'm not one to call you old, but you kind of showed your age a little bit there.
I just dated.
And then I step on that green switch, which opens up the exit for Lung. Then suicide to get all the way over there.
Again, dangerous, but so worth it in the time save.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's a hard stage.
It's kind of. Even being the other player and watching my teammate do that, it's very tense.
Yeah,
and I think it's one of the more exciting parts of the run, to be honest.
Yeah, those levels are very tense. It's really satisfying though when you get them just right.
Need notes for this one.
Oh, that's right. Here's another little divide moment to boost second half of that.
Nice.
Here's stupid. I step on this green switch, and Lung throws that rock over to it, and then he does his best to distract these cats so that they don't get in our way for the next section.
Yeah, ideally I'm trying to kill them all in that water, but...
He did a fairly good job there.
Yeah, they could definitely be a lot worse. They can be down here with me when I'm trying to throw this rock.
Yeah, which gets really annoying.
Cycle on it.
But once we have that switch pressed, we just have to call this pig horse thing over. All my frame experiences. Couple frames there.
Finally, someone made it.
Ride him across and down.
Oh yeah, this level doesn't like to be.
Yeah.
There we go. That shit was fun.
Yeah, we golded that. Saved a bunch of time.
Yeah, I felt like that was really fast. How much did we save?
We saved 45, but we
Woo!
golded it by 2.5.
Too hard for you?
Woo!
Was
That
it?
feels
Was
good.
it too hard?
Rip sub 120 the dream, which I think is literally impossible.
Probably.
Nice.
Oh, a time trial.
Nelly, hit second switch at end.
I don't know.
I'd almost say the 7 finale's a little breather before the hectic World 8.
Yeah, definitely. So you see, at the beginning here, we split up. Lung unfortunately gets shot by a grenade cat from long range.
I very frequently get shot by a grenade cat at long range, but it's not a huge time waste.
Yeah.
Go. I believe I should learn like the process to not fucking this up.
I have a very long drop, which is difficult to time.
Very tense long drop with all the spikes along the wall. Tell me when.
Then you use the wings to fly back up and make your way towards the exit.
Let me down there. Thank you. Good job, dude.
Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad. Nice.
What's going on?
This is where the game works to use all of the worst cats to just completely troll you. They all have different weapons that they're all using in order to just really make your lives miserable.
Do it.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, dang it. I always forget that too.
This is definitely the most difficult finale that we have to do in the run.
Oh, dang. Cats. Oh yeah, the combination of poison clouds and fans here. And this part up top with these grenades is just brutal.
Yeah. When the second grenades are launched, they're supposed to all blow up, but a lot of times, as you're seeing, they don't. So we're left with just one grenade just floating around in the air. And we've tried using boost balls or anything to get rid of them, and nothing seems to work. So it's almost kind of a crapshoot and try to get over. We definitely get trolled here for a while, but we do eventually make it. I got it. And then just a nice little jump over to the key, and that's the end of World 7.
We're in there. You'd have to like really blow World 8 to like fuck up this lead.
Yeah.
So coming up on Chapter 8, Chapter 8 holds no punches at all. Nice gold, 553.
I admire your tenacity. Truly I do.
For show.
But things have
For
really
show.
gotten out of control.
I remember like the last like 3 or 4 levels for us were just like fucking godlike, but I think there was some levels at the beginning.
We could
I
save some
think we
time
could like overall probably even this without too many mistakes.
Dude, it's a lot. One day we'll learn to get through that wall and skip right to the ending cutscene. Honestly, we couldn't. This is no level skip, but it is interesting that the end of the game is on the right side of that wall before you go into Chapter 8.
Mm-hmm. So I believe this is the only instance in this run where the disconnect doesn't quite work at the beginning. Sometimes it's either, I don't know, the timing of the death or the timing of the reconnect. But if something like that happens, the easiest thing to do is just reset the level, then try it again. So we lose a little bit of time here, but really not much.
Yeah, in terms of saving time overall, we still save in terms of like doing this level versus trying to disconnect again. It was still totally worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say that generally, probably once per run, we'll run into some disconnect trouble, but it's pretty reliable.
There we go. Yeah. To get trolled a little bit here, we don't want this guy to be all the way over on this switch, but he stopped there, so Lung had to go back, get him off of the switch, so we could do this again now.
I'd rather be alive. Need to jump up, dude.
So here we just use the timing of jumps and resetting the block so I can do my double jump over it again to skip over that. We have some fun little with lightning to get through. Wow, we really got trolled on the respawn points there.
I know.
Damn it.
You got trolled in general by this.
This level was pretty trolly, but got through it without too much trouble. Dang. Remember
okay.
when we were talking about...
Nope, shut up.
Fucking
Nope! And I think I speak for both of us that regardless when this game trolls us or gives us difficulty, it generally doesn't bum us out. It's still fun to play. It never stops being fun to play from start to finish.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, here's
Isn't a
one
level.
where
Yeah.
I do a lot of stuff. Wow, Glib is away. I actually can just tell him when to reconnect. So I do that little puzzle to grab those 2 gems and then tell him to come back so I can pop up in the upper left-hand corner. That saves some decent time.
Yeah, going back to your point, I mean the game when it does troll you a little bit, maybe give you some bad RNG or just bad respawn points, doesn't take away from the overall fun of the game. This game is just really well designed and just a ton of fun to play.
Yeah, graphically, the music, everything about, and Stamper's commentary, everything about this game is great.
Yeah, it's very hard to get mad at this game. It just makes it so hard because of how fun it is.
Alright, A3 is the last secret disconnect of the run. Secret bottom left. Okay. It is actually a lot later in the level, but it still saves a few seconds.
Yeah, we still end up going, the secret is in the bottom left, which is fairly close to the exit, but since we don't even have to do the secret level at all, it's still faster to go in there and then just exit as opposed to finishing the level.
I don't know what happened there. That was a little weird.
I think that was just a little bit of lag from the client, so it didn't know that I was on the pig, maybe.
So here's where those furry green creatures start becoming involved with like a puzzle aspect of trying to make a path that they can walk on.
Yeah, if they step on any of those stop signs, they'll instantly explode. So you have to push the block over in order to get him to the right spot. There's a little bit of trying to beat the RNG. You can get lucky and get teleported through the right one. So waste no time to at least try for it and then have the other person wait.
Nice, dude.
There we go. In case you don't succeed.
Okay. The next 2 levels. The next 2 levels are bad levels.
Yeah, they're very, very difficult. Probably the 2 hardest levels in the run. Yeah.
Oh, I like this level.
Yeah.
I say this
It starts off with this first puzzle, which isn't too bad. What we want to do is put the rock on top of that guy that's going back and forth there and have him carry it over. All the while we're going back and forth on who's stepping on which blocks in order to make, or what switches to make the blocks go away.
And
we get that first
that.
try.
We practice that a great deal to get it first try as often as we can.
And we get another one of these puzzles.
Oh, sorry. Nice.
Got it. Put me all the way over there. Here's a section we are not able to boost, so we do have to use each other's heads to get up there. And if that timing of that lightning block isn't right, it can be really...
Alright, I'm gonna let you jump on my head, okay? And I'll jump you up. There you go. Grab me. Here's where...
Again, we're waiting.
Yeah, the spawning to help each other can be a little trolly. This is a good example of it.
Go.
Oh, okay. I can done it!
I'm on the edge of my
Oh, I died. At this point, it's just throwing everything at you. Spikes, the boost blocks, you got the red things that are hard to dodge, you got spinning death wheels, it's everything.
Yeah, and on this puzzle here, there's 2 sets of switches that get rid of different blocks. So we have to step on them in the right order to let each other down slowly. And the timing of these lightning lasers or whatever can be really annoying. Like right there, I couldn't go down because it was in the way, and then it was in the way for him to step on the switch. So stuff like that can be kind of annoying at times, but overall, it's usually not too bad. I can step on that switch again back at the top to let him through at the end.
Waiting is the right thing to do. Oh, I tried.
More fun with lightning lasers. This time we have to push a block across.
Dude, I'm trying not to fuck up arena.
And then another use of the green chicken guys. This time we don't use him. We actually just jump over him in order to get up there fast enough.
Yeah, it saves a second or a few frames.
Dumb.
That was 8-4, right?
It's just all around dumb. Yeah.
Okay, that's still a bad level. I just like the beginning.
The beginning isn't as bad. It's everything after it. It just sucks.
Alright, also bad level.
Oh, I died.
So cool. It's definitely, you can almost take a little breath after you finish these 2 levels.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess you could say this would be, outside of the very last finale, this would be some of the more, we need like a little bit of serious time to get through them.
Yeah, this is the time in the run where communication is really important between the two of us.
Oh, nowhere.
Timing, you know, when, like, for something like this, I have to tell him when I'm gonna go so that he can step off the block at the right time. Just different things like that. Which is great for a co-op game. You know, communication is a really important thing to have, and these levels, definitely, communication is very important in order to get through them quickly.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that was good.
Alright, turn off fans, kill after gem, back. What's that say after back?
Well, good for you.
Back to exit.
Yep.
Of course.
Of course.
Goodbye in advance.
I think 8-6 would be another one of those very difficult long level, able to find a way to basically skip most of it. I realized, okay, good. So what we're doing right now is getting the first 3 gems of the level that you can get. Here's the 3rd one all the way over here. Now while I'm getting this gem, Long is running back closer to the beginning, and we use a head boost to get all the way up and not have to go through the entire second half of the level.
Not bad.
That was really good. So that turns what could be a very difficult level into a pretty easy one.
Stand on button.
Good score. Good. Really good.
Go glib up, stand on button. This is a very good and very tense chapter 8 here. Oh, man, we were both very antsy for that sub 140. So here is a part where I toss glib up and then on my own attempt to pixel perfect, because there's really no other way. And I got it the second try, which isn't too bad. Because he can't jump from the apex of that ladder without me.
Yeah, I have to stand on his head actually and double jump from there. And then let him up so we can continue.
And if I can get a second try, that's really good.
Yeah, second try's not bad at all. Now we have some more fun with boost blocks and lasers.
Okay.
Smart.
This level is a lot of actually jumping off each other's heads. And getting thrown by each other.
Yeah, a lot of that goes on.
This is a solid teamwork level.
Shout out to Pixel Perfect.
Yeah, unfortunately we got trolled there because the body stopped the block from spawning.
Yeah, so when I tried to go after Long died, that block wasn't there and I fell onto those spikes and he had to wait for my body to leave again too.
And
here's just a...
Go ahead, dude.
This is just a short little puzzle with blocks to get this chicken in the right spot.
You'll be a loser.
And you actually almost make it without him. It is possible to get across there without him with pixel perfect jumps.
But it's because you have to get the pixel perfect and then not hit your head against the top there. It's too difficult.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult, and so setting up the backup strat is not too bad.
Yeah. And there's like no time lost to try, so oftentimes I will try to do it. And then
If you get it, great. If you don't, it's
all
fine.
around.
Yeah,
Nice.
it worked that time. I'm gonna wait for you to come over though, because that's not a bad cycle. Dang, it's still not a bad cycle.
Biggest problem here was just waiting on the cycle of those.
There we go. Yeah, hard to make that actually.
And take me with you and treat me to
Run!
Where are they?
no, can you do it?
Here's a little trick where there's actually spots you can land on. It's more than a pixel for these, but you can land on those and jump across those teleporters.
Do it. Get it.
And here we have to use
Go ahead.
the saw blades in conjunction with our own jumping in order to solve these puzzles. So depending on, like there I got trolled a little bit. I didn't make it in time, so now I have to wait for him to go another few times. So you can save and lose a fair amount of time depending on where it is and how quickly you can get the puzzle solved. Like that one was really quick.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This area can be
And now,
kind of
like-
tricky. These move very quickly.
Yeah, the really weird timing to them. So it's very hard to time them just right.
It's a lot of tricky
And you can actually
timing.
make that jump. You can make that jump solo, but I just missed it there. It's a lot easier to go as a group here.
Alright. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. It's a little more than shrug face, but it's not too bad. Alright, these last levels. They all have a lot of interesting strategies to them.
Yeah, the run ends on a really high note with all these strats at the end.
Yeah, if you like a run that has a really good tempo and build up, then BattleBlock Theater any percent definitely does that here. I grabbed one thing here.
So I'll disconnect here. Lung will go over and grab a gem while he suicides. And grab another one, but we need one more gem. You can see there's one over there in the bottom right. But the teleporter, actually, normally what you're supposed to do is have somebody go down, hit that block, and then have that little lightning beam shoot it. But what I did there is I threw a boomerang to hit the lightning block to block all the other teleporters so I could run across and grab the gem. Thought I died.
There you go. And that can be a little trolly, but it actually worked really well there.
Yeah, that time we got really lucky. Because it's completely random as to where the boomerang will pop out of those teleporters. That time, it only took a couple times for it to pop out the right way and hit the block.
Yeah, there is a safer but slower strategy, but of course we're always trying to go for the faster strategy.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Alright, so here we're entering 8 Finale. This is one of the ones where I can disconnect early, but I normally don't because I love this song so much. This is probably the best song in the game.
Yeah, and isn't this the wall from donators from Kickstarter, I do believe, or something like that? Or
I
did
think
they
so,
just...
yeah.
Yeah. So it's fun to look at that. They're all pretty goofy. Worried about the run right now.
I like the song though.
Okay, oh, this one's a little trolly. I spawn near a boost and saw blades, and I need to also grab a gem. So as long as Glib doesn't move, I'll keep coming out of that corner. Yeah. And eventually be able to get over there. Get up there.
I'll throw you.
Okay.
Lots of missile shooters that you have to avoid, and then just a barrage of red blocks to get.
Yeah, this whole...
This part is very tricky to get through.
Yeah, dude, they're really very much just an
As
endurance
you can
test
see.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, we got it.
Nice.
And in my head, I'm always thinking about this next part. Because this next part... Let me get the boat by myself.
Yeah, 8 Finale 2 is a fantastic ending level for this category.
Get it back, get it back. Go ahead. Get nervous. My hands are always antsy at this part. Gotta land this shit. Because here we have a head boost to a pixel perfect.
Oop, my bad.
So I gotta rely on his timing and my timing. Get up here. I can attempt it solo, it's a little hard. Better to jump off his head and then do an attack over to the exit to skip basically the entire level that way.
It's so fucking close!
And it can certainly troll, but it's really tense and it's really exciting during a run.
Yeah. So now we have to wait for a little cutscene. We're always trying to get Hattie to go, especially when we're on a pace for something like a sub 130 or a sub 140.
The whole time I'm like, we're not gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
Come on.
And the game ends when the second player hits the ladder. And we just barely sniped that one sub 140 here. And then if you've never seen the ending to BattleBlock Theater, it's usually a crowd pleaser. We have a lot of people that stick around just for the ending song. It's very goofy, it's very fun.
Yeah, in true Behemoth style, they end with just a completely wacky, nonsensical, crazy ending, which is always a lot of fun.
We keep practicing like we did last time. But, thank you for watching our submission video. Both of us have every intention of going to SGDQ regardless of whether or not this run gets accepted. Both of us would definitely be willing to help in any capacity that, we would be able. Both of us have been streaming for a long time. But thank you. We have a lot of fun with this, and we would certainly love to share it.
Yeah, really fun and exciting run. I think it'd be really great to show off at SGDQ.
You want to leave them with the song?
Oh yeah, for sure. They have to listen to the song.
Let's leave them with the song. Thank you so much.
Take your hand, but we're here now. You're the moon and we're your stars. And we're here for you as you fade into the dark. Fade into the dark.
I love you, Hattie. So your best friend's a vegetable now, blah blah blah. But you know what they say, when life gives you potatoes, you make potato salad. And I got just the recipe. Hit it! Buckle your pants, buckle your pants. Pull up your socks and dance. Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants, buckle your pants. Hey, I said dance. Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants. Ladies, buckle your pants. Gentlemen, buckle your pants. Boys and girls of all ages, buckle your pants or they might fall down. Hey you, buckle your pants. Yes you, buckle your pants. Everybody, buckle your pants. But if you don't want to, no, that's fine.
Buckle your pants, buckle your pants, buckle your pants, or your pants will fall to the ground. Buckle your pants, just buckle them, babies, nice and tight, please. Buckle your pants, 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 buckle your pants.
Get it? Because of them, yes. It all makes sense now.